Hi everyone, welcome to today's poetry lesson. We're going to be looking at poetry using metaphors. Okay, so it's to learn how to write a poem using metaphors. One of the most powerful tools a poet can use is metaphors. It's a long word, but don't be afraid of it. It means making a comparison. It's when a poet describes something by comparing it to something else. You'll see in a moment. Okay, recap on similes and metaphors. A simile is when we use the words as and like. So e.g., when it's time for dinner, I'm as hungry as a tiger, or I'm like a hungry tiger at dinner time. Metaphor, we use the words is, was, are and were to name a few. So for example, the snow is a white blanket. Kisses are flowers of affection. The calm lake was a mirror. So can you spot sort of what's changed in that? Have a look. Well, this is it. Today we're going to drop like and as. So like and as we're going to take out. And we're going to, so the sky is like a great blue eye. That's the simile. But if we drop a like and insert is, just show you when I draw it. So if we take out like and drop like and insert is, the sky is a great blue eye. So it's not like a great blue eye, it is a great blue eye. So other examples here, the dawn is a flaming robe. The tree is a gnarled hand. A computer is a window to the wide world. So we're going to just use this today because we'd probably get confused if we have lots. If you use these, you'll just see how it changes, especially when we drop like and as. So let's have a look. Okay, so we're going to take a wander as a poet. So today we're going for a wander through a beautiful forest with a long twisting path. We reach a creek. Now, a creek is a sheltered waterway, especially an inlet in a shoreline where you come off the shore or the beach, and it's a creek that's running into the shore basically. So we reach a creek and follow its path, leading to a glorious waterfall. We continue our walk and burst out onto a stunning lonely beach. So here we go for our walk. Now, love this picture because it's so windy, the path through the forest. So we're entering the forest. What could I compare the path to? So I could compare it to some words underneath here: a snake, a ribbon, rope, a river, etc. There's loads of things you could compare it to that's quite twisty. So I've put the path is a gliding snake. So I've put definitely is a gliding snake. So I'm putting is, what it is, and then what it does. So the path is a gliding snake that coils and slithers down. So I'm saying what it is and what it does. So you could give the snake a colour to create more imagery. So it could be the path is a mottled green gliding snake that coils and slithers down. So you could add some colour, because colour's brilliant for imagery. Like I think we mentioned that in our other poem. So lovely path. Looks like a bit like a winding snake to me. And we're going to, as you walk down your forest path, you hear bubbling water and you come across a fast-flowing creek. So creek words are channel, trench, groove, trail, and the words you could use for that are frothy, bubbling, fizzy, foamy. So I've put here the creek is a white foaming trail, so that's my metaphor that bubbles and sings to me. So the creek is a white foaming trail. What's it doing? That bubbles and sings to me. And then we move to our next one. Still on our little wander. So our next one, following the creek, you come to a waterfall. So look at waterfall words. A sheet, a curtain, drape, force, power. So there's words like billows, roars, booms, reverberates, balls, resounds. I like waterfalls. They've got lots of different sounds that you can think of with waterfalls, and if they're coming from higher, they make even more noise. Some of them are deafening. Basically, the taller they are, the more deafening they are as the water gushes over them. Okay, so I've put here, the waterfall is a wide silvery sheet that crashes and smashes and roars. And that's my metaphor, is the waterfall is a wide silvery sheet. What's it doing? That crashes and smashes and roars. So really, to everything you see, there's just these two lines that show a metaphor and what it's doing. So we leave the waterfall and continue walking along the path. Seeing a bright light, we head towards it and burst out of the forest onto a glorious, lonely beach. Words for beach are span, stretch, edge. Could be a slice of. You could make that slice of anything you wanted. So words, curls, swirls, hugs, embraces, enfolds, envelops. My metaphor is the beach is a white crescent that embraces the water's edge. So that would be my two lines for looking at the beach. The beach is a white crescent. We know you get a crescent moon, it sort of moves round. And what's it doing? It embraces the water's edge. So I'm going to show you my poem again. I've put it all together. After I wander, we can put the poem together. So I've been for my wander and chosen my metaphors and what they're doing, and afterwards I'm putting it all together. So I'm going to read it to you now. Let's see. We could always play with it, read it again, and change things if you want. Change it round. How think of a better word that you could add. That's what poets do. They just come up with other words. So the path is a gliding snake that coils and slithers down. The creek is a white foaming trail that bubbles and sings to me. The waterfall is a wide silvery sheet that crashes and smashes and roars. The beach is a white crescent that embraces the water's edge. So it's now your turn. And I was me. Some of your poetry last week was beautiful. Really loved reading them. So have another good go this week. So it's your task now is to try your own metaphor poem. And the path is that. So it's the path is your metaphor, what you're doing. The creek is, what's the creek doing? Is it bubbling, frothing? The waterfall is, and then what's it doing? The beach is, that what? So look at your metaphor that you're using and what's it doing. So have a go at your own or look back at this, and I will look forward to hearing all of your or reading all of your poems, and then perhaps one day when we're back at school we can hear them. So okay, well, bye for now. I can't wait to read them.